Hey everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favorite mango from outer space. Welcome back to another video. Do you want to power up your commander decks without spending a fortune? Well, in this video, I'll share cheap but powerful upgrades which are all under $1 to help you compete with pricier decks out there without breaking the bank. Okay, so without further ado, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Let's check out these budget gems. Number 1. Sigil Captain. A Rhino Soldier creature that costs 2 white and 1 green and 1 generic mana to cast. It has 3 power and 3 toughness, and it says the following. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if that creature is a 1/1, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Okay, so Sigil Captain in a token generating deck is absurdly powerful. This is because most token creatures in Commander enter as 1/1s. So having Sigil Captain out or in play pretty much guarantees that all your small little tokens will enter with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on them, turning them into 3/3s, which can get scary for your opponents very fast, especially if you have a large number of them in play. This doesn't just work with 1/1 token creatures, but also any small 1/1 creatures that you may have in play or in your deck. So for example, your little mana dorks such as Llanowar Elves also gets the boost. This is overall a solid card for any token deck lover out there. Pick this upgrade up, it's definitely worth it. And you can buy this card for around 30 cents. Number 2, Disciple of Bolas. A human wizard creature that costs 1 black and 3 generic mana to cast. It has 2 power and 1 toughness, and it says the following. When Disciple of Bolas enters the battlefield, sacrifice another creature. You gain X life and draw X cards, where X is that creature's power. So this is a great one, super efficient. Its typing, which is Human Wizard, is also very good, as they are both very popular in the format, making Disciple of Bolas fit in many tribal decks out there. However, you do not have to run this creature in a tribal wizard or tribal human deck. It can shine in any deck. The larger the creature's power, the more cards you will draw. Personally, I can see this doing really well in a graveyard recursion deck where we can choose to sacrifice something large and have the potential to bring it back later on. What I really like about Disciple of Bolas is the card draw can range from small to huge. It all depends on the creature you choose to sacrifice. This card can do wonders in many Golgari decks, especially the ones that are focusing on larger powered creatures and sacrificing shenanigans. In addition to drawing cards, Disciple of Bolas also grants you life equal to the power of the sacrificed creature, which is a sweet little bonus, and could come in clutch should your life total be very low. Superb card overall, and you can buy this card for around 80 cents. Number 3, Hunter's Insight. An instant spell that costs 1 green and 2 generic mana to cast, and it says the following. Choose target creature you control. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker this turn, draw that many cards. Short, simple, yet highly effective. Hunter's Insight is an excellent card. If you're looking for something spicy that can offer you a massive amount of card draw on a single turn, this is the card for you. In decks that focus on large creatures, Hunter's Insight can perform wonders. Imagine attacking with a big creature with, for example, 8 power. This gives us the potential to draw 8 cards, which is pretty nuts, and remember, we can cast it at instant speed for just 3 total mana. I have built plenty of mono green decks in the past with big creatures in them, and Hunter's Insight has always performed very well for me. The bigger the creature, the more cards you will draw. It's that simple. Perfect for all the mono green deck lovers out there. You should definitely try this one out. And you can buy this card for around 90 cents. Number 4, Spring Cleaning. An instant spell that costs 1 green and 1 generic mana to cast. It says the following. Destroy target enchantment. Clash with an opponent. If you win, destroy all enchantments your opponents control. Each clashing player reveals the top card of their library, then puts that card on the top or bottom. A player wins if their card had a higher mana value. Okay, now this is an interesting card. Have any of you seen it before? I personally rarely see this gem played. It's totally underrated. It is wonderfully powerful, even though it is a bit of a gamble. Well, not really much of a gamble, but you kind of get what I mean. I think if you're playing in a commander pod where a lot of enchantments see play, then spring cleaning can do a heck of a lot of work for you. You're going to want to run this in a deck that either has lots of high cost spells to increase your odds on winning the clash, or a deck that has ways to manipulate what is on top of your library. By doing this, you can choose your highest casting cost spell in hand and utilize it to hopefully win the clash. These two options will greatly increase those odds for you. However, even in the worst case scenario, spring cleaning still makes an efficient removal spell. A 2-mana instant speed spell that can target, removal, an enchantment, not bad at all. Cards like Spring Cleaning are random, quirky, and definitely fun to play, which helps keep the Commander format alive and healthy. Keep things fresh is always good. You can buy this card for around 35 cents, making it very budget friendly. Hey everyone, if you're loving these spicy cards, do me a solid, smash that like button and hit subscribe. Every click helps the algorithm send these underrated gems to more players who need them. Okay, now back to the list. Number 5, Smothering Abomination. An Eldrazi creature that costs 2 black and 2 generic mana to cast. It has 4 power and 3 toughness, and it says the following. Devoid. This card has no color. Flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. Whenever you sacrifice a creature, draw a card. Okay, so Smothering Abomination is a rather random looking card and could possibly look kind of bad at a first glance. This is because you may not like the idea of having to sacrifice a creature on each of your upkeeps. However, in the right type of deck, such as a sacrifice themed deck, like an aristocrat deck for example, then Smothering Abomination can synergize very well with what you want the deck to be doing, effectively doubling up its positivity. You get to sacrifice something you actually want to sacrifice to perhaps trigger a cool effect from something else in your board state, and then you also get to draw a card. Pretty amazing, right? Lots of juicy value here. Every time you sacrifice a creature, you will draw a card, leading to potentially huge amount of card draw over the game, which of course is great card advantage. You can buy this card for around 80 cents. Number 6, Kismet. An enchantment spell that costs 1 white and 3 generic mana to cast. It says the following. Artifacts, creatures, and lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Okay, I really like this one. I like this one a lot. Kismet is a pretty sweet card. Being able to slow down your opponents in any sort of fashion is always a powerful ability in Commander. Having opponents' artifacts, creatures, and lands entering tapped is fantastic for us and incredibly frustrating for our opponents. You will actually be quite pleasantly surprised at how much this ability can affect a game of Commander. For example, something simple such as, let's imagine Soul Rings entering tapped, or big scary high-powered creatures entering tapped, we can really slow down opponents. Pretty funny. An overall solid card and definitely worth picking up as an upgrade for your decks if you don't own a copy. It's fantastic in any deck that's running right. You can buy this card for around 55 cents. Number 7, Turn Aside. An instant speed spell that costs 1 blue mana to cast, and it says the following. Counter target spell that targets a permanent you control. So this card is incredibly cool. For just 1 blue mana and at instant speed, we can protect one of our permanents from all sorts of nasty spells that an opponent may be trying to cast on it. This is a great addition for many or any commander decks if you're looking for some extra protection. For example, if you have a commander in play that doesn't have hexproof or shroud, this can help keep it safe. I personally rarely see this card in action, which is surprising because I think it actually is excellent. Plus, it's really cheap to buy, as right now you can buy this card for around 35 cents, so why not try it out? Number 8, the final card on my list today. Final Parting. A sorcery spell that costs 2 black and 3 generic mana to cast. It says the following. Search your library for 2 cards. Put one into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Then shuffle. So this is an excellent budget tutor and I'm a big fan of it. I used it a while ago in my Yawgmoth Fran Physician deck and it was great. Final Parting is a wonderful card for finding combo pieces you may need, especially in graveyard recursion decks. You get to keep one card in your hand and throw the second into your graveyard. So if you have any way to manipulate what's in your graveyard for your advantage, this makes Final Parting insanely powerful. You can even use it to do some nice little tricks, like add a certain card into the graveyard that actually benefits you if it's in the graveyard, such as a creature called Anger, which gives you creatures you control haste as long as it's in your graveyard and you control a mountain, which is pretty nice. Tutor spells will forever be powerful in Commander, as they allow you to find combo pieces, game-winning pieces, or even certain cards to deal with threats on the board, making Final Parting an excellent budget card worth picking up. You can buy this card right now for around 99 cents, making it just under $1, which is very cool. Okay, we've arrived to the end of the video. In conclusion, I hope that today I've shown you a really great budget card to pick up and use in your Commander decks. What do you think of the cards I've listed? Have any of you played these cards before? Do you have any recommendations that you would like to share? If so, let me know in the comment section below. I love reading your comments and I always try my best to answer them all. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, check out the 2 other videos that should have popped up on the screen. Please drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to keep updated for more of my future Commander content. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, take care and goodbye.